So here's the project today. Tick tubes. I'd never heard of them until 2 or 3 hours ago, and I was searching for ways to treat for ticks on your lawn or in your farm or around your property, whatever it is. And I'd never heard of these. I was actually reading a Amazon review about permethrin, and someone said Google tick tubes, and that's really kind of what I was looking for. Something more, I don't know. I don't really trust the sprays and stuff so much. This seemed like a more logical solution. I'm still probably going to do a pump sprayer around the perimeter and stuff, but I think this is a good intermediate step. So basically all it is coating cotton balls in a tick killing solution, stuffing it in a tube, and placing it where mice will find it. So the idea being that mice pick up the cotton balls that are saturated in the tick killing agent, and the mice take that cotton back to their homes, their nests, which is apparently a hotbed for tick activity, which I didn't know either. I've never seen mice on my property, but I'm going to give this a try anyway. I'm assuming that they're probably there. And so basically once you set these out, the idea, let me back up, or let me simplify this. You are essentially providing building material for a mouse. And in doing so, you have the opportunity to lace that material with something that is going to kill ticks, and ticks are supposed to spend a lot of time in the mouse nest. So that's the idea. It kind of seems like a roundabout way of achieving the desired result, but it's got good feedback so far, so I figure why not try it. The only thing I'm changing, you'll notice this is just PVC. What is this? This is 1.5 inch schedule 40 PVC. I just had lying around. A lot of people that you'll see, they'll use cardboard tubes, like toilet paper tubes. I don't know how anyone has like 15 toilet paper tubes lying around. I don't have any. We don't use toilet paper. We have bidets in our bathroom, so we don't. That's just not something we have lying around. So but I have PVC, and I like this idea better because we've been getting a ton of rain, and I don't think it's gonna degrade as quickly in the elements. So I'm gonna use this PVC. These are also a little smaller. A lot of people, they're using regular toilet paper length tubes, and I think that's kind of a waste. I'm gonna cut it down, pack these tight, and then I'm gonna have a lot more, for the resources I have, I'm gonna have a lot more to cast about. I've got 10 acres to cover, and so the more area, or the more installation points, the better. So got about 2 inches of PVC here, 2.5 maybe. They're just all random cuts. And so I'll show you what we're using. Permethrin is the best thing I've heard about so far. I mean, it's the most commonly used tick killer. I went to Tractor Supply today to find it, and I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. They sell it on Amazon, and it's a decent price, and it's like 38% or 36.8%. At Tractor Supply, the best thing they had was this tick and flea spray. So you can probably see this here, and it is only 2.5% permethrin. But this is designed to be diluted, so I think maybe using this as a straight concentrate to soak these cotton balls in will probably be okay. I'm going to mix it with this other product that I also found at Tractor Supply. It's Compare and Save Indoor Outdoor Insect Concentrate, 7.9% bifenthrin. You don't know how to say it, I don't know how to say it. No one knows how to say it. So, whatever. So I'm going to mix it up. What I don't know is if it's harmful, hazardous, whatever, to mix these chemicals together. I think they are not going to be that big of a deal to mix, because I've seen a lot of concoctions made where these backdoor chemists kind of just slap a bunch of this stuff together and they put it out there, and there you go. The reason I'm doing that is this has a slightly broader pest range, I guess I should say. There's more things it kills, and so I figure why not? What's the worst that could happen? So we'll do a test run real quick. They say you're supposed to mix like 2 ounces of this per gallon if you're gonna put it in like a sprayer application. But for me, I'm just gonna dump this in here like this. Obviously I'm wearing gloves. I don't have a respirator on, but I'm not spraying this around, so I'm not really worried about inhaling anything. I'm gonna do a 1/2 ounce of this. This is very non-scientific, obviously, but this is kind of trial and error at this point. So I did a 1/2 ounce of this. I think I poured about 3 ounces of this. Literally all you do is let the cotton balls soak it up as best you can. They are extremely absorbent. So it didn't take many cotton balls to soak that up. So what I'm going to do now is they say you kind of just lay them out, let them dry. I guess you don't want to put them in there wet. I'm sure it's fine either way. I think probably the reason you don't put them in there wet is because it would eat up that paper material from the toilet paper roll. And I am not going to be bothered by that with my PVC, so I'm just going to shove some in here. And I'm making a mess. Maybe I will let them dry. Anyway, so this is a tick tube. Poison-coated cotton balls stuffed in a tubular apparatus strategically placed in a mouse's path as he's foraging for building material for his nest. Now they say this won't hurt the mouse, so the mouse doesn't consume this. It's not going to be passed on to its predators. It literally takes this and just makes a nest out of it. And so when ticks come in, feed on the mouse, when they get in contact with this building material, that kills them. And also this gets on the mouse itself, and when ticks get on the mouse, they die. So that's the thought. The mouse, the owls, the hawks, the snakes should be fine. It is only supposed to affect the insects, and it's safe for mice. Keep in mind, it is not safe for cats. It is safe for dogs. It's what they use in tick treatments on dogs, like dog shampoos for ticks. So it's safe for like every animal that you would imagine it to be in contact with in a barn, farm, house setting, other than cats. And they say once it's dry, it's okay for cats, but when it's in this wet state, this liquid state, you want to keep it away from your felines. So the only other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some blue paint on these. That way they're easy to see, because I'm going to reuse them. I'm going to throw them out in the field tomorrow, and I will record that and show you guys kind of the process there. It's going to be me throwing these in the field. But I just want to be able to see them later and pick them back up so I can reuse them, which is the point of them being PVC. So that's it for now. Not much to it. 1.5 inch PVC, cotton balls, poison of your choice, maybe a little paint, and you might have to cut these. To cut these, just be careful. I'm going to use regular old miter saw with a wood cutting blade. Nothing special there. That's the easiest way to cut this stuff. Just keep in mind, don't try to cut short pieces. It can get away from you and be kind of dangerous. Don't ask me how I know. Only cut small segments off of a nice long piece like this that you can get a real good handle on, and go nice and slow, and it will cut it just fine. My favorite way to cut PVC. So that's it for now. All right, so I am going to try to find places that a mouse would do its thing. So what I've got here, following up from the video yesterday, let me show you. Let's see if I can turn this camera around. Well, I guess I can't turn the camera around once I start recording. So right now I'm working with 7 of these tick tubes. I ended up painting them like we talked about, and that's just so I can see them better. No real reason other than that. So only got 7. I thought I was going to have more than that, but after I packed the permethrin soaked cotton balls in those tubes pretty good, I didn't have as much as I thought, but it's okay. So the strategy is going to be take the 7 I've got, and I did some research on tick behavior, and what I found out was, well, one, they are more prone in areas where you walk, where there's traffic. I guess they can tell like where we've been, so I'm gonna kind of focus on those areas, kind of like the high traffic areas, which makes sense, but you know, I'm not gonna waste my time putting these tick tubes out in the corners of my property that I don't go. So they say that mice travel up to 50 feet in any direction from their nest to gather materials and to forage. So I figure if I space these out, you know, every 40, 50 feet or so, that is going to improve my chances. And so the distance from my beehives to the shop to the house, oh, it's probably about 300 feet. So that's, I think 7's actually just perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'll take the first one here, and I'm just going to place it, I don't know, there's a little woody area here. I'm just gonna stick it right here. There we go. It's like I'm hiding Easter eggs or something. Then I'm gonna come another 50 feet, and right here, this little woody stump looking thing, that looks like a nice mouse hole. I love a good mouse hole. So, and there it is. I think it's also important that we put them places where we'll be able to walk by and just kind of check on the condition of the cotton and kind of monitor how much is remaining and how much has been pulled out of there. So not much to it. So that's about it. I'm going to continue to walk back towards the property. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to put one more of these on the back side of the beehives. Mosquitoes are terrible through here, and permethrin is good against mosquitoes, but this is not an effective treatment or process to take care of them. There's the beehives. I'm just gonna take this guy, set it right in here. See that? Right at the base of that tree. It's got a low crotch and it's kind of densely covered, so I figure, you know, maybe if I were a mouse, that's where I'd go. All right, so I've got some nicely strategically placed tick tubes. Ooh, sorry. Over on the far end of the property, well, at least of the property that I care to walk. And now I'm going to go back towards the house, and every 50 feet I'm going to look for a good place to hide these that is visible as along the most commonly walked path. And that's about it. So I will update you guys on the progress. Maybe another video, a couple weeks. See ya.